Bill, thanks.
Isaac may have been downgraded, but the storm is still cause for concern.
Louisiana state officials fear new floods, and hundreds of thousands of people could spend days without power. Thousands near the Louisiana-Mississippi state line are still out of their homes, and the storm's death toll has been up to 5. Now that system is headed for the bluegrass, and emergency management says they're ready for it. Adam Weiner joins us now to continue the LEX 18 Big Story at 6.
When weather disaster is headed our way, it's monitored here at the Emergency Operations Center here in Frankfort, and that includes Tropical Storm Isaac. Inside the Operations Center, there's always eyes on radar and satellite maps. This week, they've watched closely as Isaac developed in the Gulf Coast, grew into a hurricane, and headed mainland. But the storm hasn't been consistent.
This particular track has changed almost every day for the last 3 days. Today, what it looks like it's going to do is go about midway up through Illinois and then take a big hard right, head to the East Coast, which puts us on the outer periphery of that southern band.
John Hetzel heads the Commonwealth's Division of Emergency Management, and he is constantly in touch with the National Weather Service during these types of weather threats.
The reality is, with any storm system, it can make changes in a very short amount of time. While we project it to do one thing, the actual system can develop and maybe do something a little bit different.
And that's a bit like what happened in 2008 when the remnants of Hurricane Ike flooded much of Louisville and left hundreds of thousands without power. Now, that kind of impact is not expected this time.
However, it's still going to pack a little bit of a wallop. And while we do need the moisture, we don't want it all at one time.
So that means paying attention to weather forecasts this holiday weekend and being prepared. The Operations Center right now projecting about 1 to 3 inches of rain throughout Kentucky. We're covering the news here in Frankfort from the LEX 18 Mobile Newsroom. Back to you.
Well, if you haven't already, download the LEX 18 Storm Tracker weather app. You can track what remains of Isaac as it pushes into the bluegrass over the weekend. You can download it free of charge at the App Store.